Okay, let me tell y'all how God saved me from a major wrath that was prophesied to me. It's probably been like a year now, or going on a year. And let me start by saying this. He started out by calling me back to him and bringing me back into guidance. And that means he got to love me some way, somehow, because, baby, look. But when I say I caught a charge, probably back in June, I believe. The prophecy was that I would be doing 20 years in prison. Now, with the charge and everything, the person that was sent up there trying to do everything towards me ended up calling the police on me, and some of the parts of it was a lie, and they wasn't letting down. They weren't trying to let go of everything, and them trying to press charges on me and everything as well. So that's kind of been on my mind. Now, mind you, I've been going to court for this since about October. So on Wednesday, I got a call from my attorney, and my attorney had told me that that's what I would be pretty much getting charged with, was to be in prison for 20 years. And she wasn't liking it because from the court date before that, my charge was supposed to just be for probation up to 3 to 5 years, I believe. So this got me in a frenzy at this point. So once that ended up happening, she pretty much was like, well, we have to make a decision tomorrow, and we have to make sure that we have everything together, because she's not planning on trying to, let anything go. So I'm like, okay. So I went to high priest and I told him everything that was going on. I never told him about my charge or anything like that. I just pretty much just let him know, that this is what's going on. And I pretty much asked God, can he be in the court with me? Now, beforehand, he did prepare me. He let me know that he told me not to be late, but I wasn't in the chat at first for that. But God already knew. And I ended up being late for court. They bypassed it. And the judge that I have, he's very strict with everything. So when he ended up, when I ended up at the court, now when I got to the court, my attorney did ask me, did I check in with the bailiff? Which I don't even know how they thought that I wasn't there, because I did check in. But with all of that, she came back and she said, yeah, they're still trying to push the issue, for the 20 years or whatever. And I'm like, why are they trying to charge me that? And they were also trying to charge me second-degree felon with assault with a deadly weapon. So she was like, my only other option would be a misdemeanor. She can try to push it, but she was like that the DA that I had, they're not one of those to try to really, work with anybody. So when I say God showed up and showed out, she came back smiling and everything. And before then, high priest let me know, you need to make sure that you smiling while you talk. And I'm like, okay, I'm keeping that in mind, not really knowing exactly what he meant by that, because I'm just sitting down cheesing and smiling at everybody that come past me that's speaking and stuff. But it showed different when I went back into the court. So he said I had loyal Jesus by my side, and I had God by my side. I had high priest, I had the family, loving it. And he told me that, I had favor with the DA from God doing his work as he always does. And they ended up knocking my sentence down to just 1 year probation. And they told me that if I do well, that they will drop it and fully dismiss it. And also, I only have to do 40 hours of community service. Because if not God, then who? When I say that God walked me through that whole thing, using high priest, y'all don't even understand. Like, that is such a blessing. I was so overwhelmed. It got to a point to where God was like, you better not cry. And it was so hard for me to fight the tears back. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not perfect. And even with that, I probably did deserve it. I don't know. I said, because I'm a hothead. But God's been working on me. I've been changing since I've been in guidance. And even after I left, you know, I still was trying to work on myself in some ways, but it got to a point to where I didn't care. And y'all don't understand how good it feels to fully be in God's presence. Because we need him. If I would have never came back, then what? Imagine me just not putting my pride to the side and not coming back. God came and saved me, y'all. He brought me back fully to him. And I love him for that because he never leave me. He never leave me. And I was so shocked. Y'all don't even understand. And I didn't even know that this was coming. And I was already scared out my life. I'm wondering what I was going to do with my kids. I was so hurt. And time after again, he just keeps saving me. And he deserved it all from me. He deserved every part of me. And I know that I'm hard-headed sometimes, but I would never let him go again. I can't, because each day is showing me how much I need him on a day-to-day basis, not just from stuff that I'm going through or even with the jail stuff. I need him on a day-to-day basis. Just the simple yes and no's help me through the day. And I love him so much, and I'm so grateful for that. I couldn't see myself in prison for that long. I'm like, I'm tired. I didn't want to keep on going through that. I don't want to be in trouble no more from me and my mindset and me popping off when I can fully change it. And I just want to thank Father. I want to thank High Priest. I want to thank the family too. But most of all, I thank Father, because without him, none of that happened. None of that would have happened. 1 year of probation from going from a 20-year sentence. If not God, then who? I'm forever grateful. And if y'all feel like High Priest isn't real and God isn't using him, use me as an example. Because I go through it. And this is not the first testimony. He's been constantly saving me. And I'm just grateful. And I love him so much.